Shout out to everybody here on this beautiful Saturday morning. I'm feeling it. I'm dancing. I'm moving, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Let's get it going. Shout out to everybody out there feeling good about their life. We have a beautiful opportunity. Last night I got into a long. I saw this funny flag here and I took it. Then we made another flag and we got above the 200 MA here. Now we're kind of just hanging out back at 67,000. We want that close above 67,000. And then we had that divergence at the bit of the cup and handle. It was messy. And it's not amazing. I'm not saying the gains are huge. It's a tiny move. But I'm just kind of showing you how we're crawling through space and time here with Bitcoin. And I did win my trade last night, no matter what you want to say. As ridiculous as it was. I just think it's funny. I made the trade so late, but this is what I saw. I saw this flag. Trade a flag, take a flag. A bit of a cup and handle in a way. A deep cup with a handle, and hey, let's break down what I see happening for Bitcoin. Remember, I teach class today. There's still time. Email cryptolifers@gmail. You have until like 8:55 to jump into class. $150 for the best class of your life. You're going to see a guy that can see the market in such a beautiful way, and you're going to get the scope of my lens. You're going to get a 9-page check PowerPoint that gives you a checklist of everything that I'm going into, why I go into it. You're going to see inside my mind of how I saw Bitcoin, where I saw it. You're going to learn trend analysis, support and resistance. We're going to dive into divergences maybe for the first time in your life. You're going to see things you've never thought possible. This class will change your life. I'm telling you, it's coming up very, very soon. I take no days off. Who would teach class for 3 hours on a Saturday after working all week long? Only me. Only me. Because you know why? I love the grind, man. I love the grind. I'm not shying away from the work. I'm grinding into the work. And that's what you have to do. You have to be just so happy for the grind, baby. Let's break down Bitcoin like we do every single day here for you on this beautiful channel, on this beautiful day. And you're a beautiful person, so thank you for jumping on in. Man and women, all of you are awesome. And we're so happy to have you all here. May God bless you all. Resistance, 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 resistance. Broke back out, retested so far. All of that is beautiful. We need to close a weekly, or we desire to close a weekly candle above 67,200. And I'll take 250, but this is where we want it, and we want it now. All right, we're right on the edge right now. Today, could we get back above? It would be nice. And we're going to break down and kind of see what's happening on the smaller time frames. But this is all you need to know. You break back below this, then you could actually come and test the bottom of the trend line. I've seen it many times. However, 1, 2, 3, this is usually how these patterns play out. It's a 1E, a 2E, a 3E, comes up, bounces in the middle, and then bounces off the top. I mean, this is exactly textbook of a falling broadening wedge. It's kind of interesting. Like, Bitcoin hasn't done anything that we haven't seen before from a falling broadening wedge. This is kind of what it does. So, all is well that ends well. So far, so good for Bitcoin. It's not what Bitcoin could do for you, but what you could do for Bitcoin. Hey, I just made that should go viral. It's not what Bitcoin could do for you, but what you could do for Bitcoin. Could you work on Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin's getting into DeFi now. Cardano's jumping in the mix. A lot is happening. That's the big news here. Not a big pump for Cardano. I don't expect that just right now. More of a pump for Bitcoin, but eventually you're going to see some type of ecosystem movement there. That's a big deal. So, 3-day chart starting to look beautiful. As you can see, I made that flag without saying anything to you. Just started drawing. But yeah, tight moving averages on the 3-day, suggesting a massive move is coming here for Bitcoin. And it's coming soon to the upside. We definitely broke out of this triangle. Period. However you want to see it. Created a beautiful trend line. We get to our daily, same thing happened here. Daily starting to flip green off the bottom of the flag. We would expect as such. 21-day moving average coming into price. I mean, this is beautiful. And it's funny as it always happens to be a formation, a type, almost a bit of a Sammy cup and handy here that could do some Dimash cheese. We only need Dimash cheese here. And we're talking to move somewhere up to 78,000. This Sammy cup and handy gives us an all-time high for Bitcoin. And this could happen, won't take that many days. Let's show you. It probably will take, let's see if we can get somewhat of an idea here because, probably might take it says we could get to a new all-time high somewhere by mid-November, the 13th, the 12th. Plausible. The latest, the 17th, the 18th, the 20th. If we aren't there by the 20th, it means something wrong happened, right? Because we should pump out of this, go sideways, come up, mess around, pump. And then we should, and that's really what should be happening. If that doesn't happen, something's awry, in my humble opinion. It means we kind of went down here, up and down, And again, that shouldn't take, December 6th at the latest, I'm going to give it, but it really says we should get there somewhere by the end of November. All right. Look what this guy said. He said, I think we could still see 72K. Thinking does. It wrecks people. Get the word think, believe out of your mind. Really doesn't matter what you think. Okay? We have to break the 200 MA here at 63,358. I'm also going to show you something very significant about 63,300 that if you've been watching my channel, you'll know. Previous really strong resistance becoming support there. That is an SR flip, probably for the history books. Bitcoin has been known to do these SR flips. Right here was a perfect one on the daily. I took this call, I remember, because it was just so resistance. All you had to do was buy there and put a stop loss, and we were gone. That was it. That support or resistance flip, you could still be in to this day. And to me, after a change in trend, because look, you had a high, a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a double bottom. Then you put in a higher high and a higher low, a higher high and a higher low. That's an uptrend. You've confirmed it, and you've done a retest. This is just some of the most bullish price action I've ever seen. And again, it's possible we could see 62K. It's possible, but don't say you think, because thinking will get you wrecked. And I'm not trying to be rude. You're gonna be like, oh, this guy's so rude. I'm hard on my students because that word think really will get you wrecked. I believe it's going to go up to 70,000, then come on down. First, they're going to pump it, then they're going to, people tell themselves what they know is going to happen. I think it's for their own, mental, to feel good or something. I don't know what it is. But don't tell yourself you know where any price action's going. Look at the charts. What do the charts convey? What do the charts convey? So we got a resistance for Bitcoin at 69,000. That's going to happen, but we're making a beautiful flag here. And after a little bit of wickage, some scary business, we got back above key levels. And so far, we have not closed the candle below the resistance level at 66,000. So all is well that ends well so far for Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. 12 and the 22. Both look like they could get a bounce here. Daily resetting with minimal loss. It's a very bullish sign. 8-hour looking beautiful too as well. Moving averages getting tight. 50 coming for the 200, the 21. Everything looking good. 4-hour super tight moving averages. Whenever the 4-hour moving averages are this close together, a massive move ensues. Right there, we were that close. Boom, to the upside. Right there, we were that close. Boom, began the next big leg. It tells me the next big leg is likely coming for Bitcoin. I've loaded up at this point. I continuously buy as many big altcoins as I can. And again, it's probably going to be a Bitcoin run at first. Altcoins, some will run. And then bing. The thing is, we're all guessing here. No, we're not, though. That's the thing. We're not, though. We're not guessing. We're using high probability based on... I'm in the market 20 years. I've seen tight moving averages break to the upside 9 out of 10 times on over 1,000 assets in my life. Okay? I'm telling you. I'm not guessing. I'm giving you high probability ideas here that play out based on data. All right? To me, that's not guessing. All right? I love you, though. God bless you. You might be guessing. Yeah. Why is Link dumping? Who knows, man? Because Bitcoin's looking like it's going to move again, and institutions may have been in Link, and they want to shift. They see they may have been an error. They want to, it's running into Bitcoin now. We got to get out of Bitcoin and link pump. So they took some pump. What they do is they pump these alts to run into Bitcoin. Then they pump Bitcoin. I've seen them do it so many times. Emory University reports holding $15 million worth of shares in Grayscale Mining Trust. The Atlanta-based private research institution Emory University reported holding nearing 2.7 million shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust valued at around $15 million. So more and more people, you're going to hear about this getting exposure to Bitcoin. So this is beautiful here. And if you want to sign up to class, everybody, I teach class the last Saturday of every month. That's today for the month of October. Hit the QR code or the link below to jump on in. You still have time to jump into class and learn what I'm teaching. 4 hour looks amazing. 1 hour is a little overbought and struggling. So the 1 hour is a little overbought and struggling. It is making a bit of a flag. We can flag it out, but it doesn't look amazing. I'll give you that, right? And the 1 hour is in this, I'd have to say, a symmetrical triangle. You see? Which has a 50% chance of breaking up or down the base of the triangle. So if it breaks down, it basically goes back inside this bearish pattern. Gets rejected by the point of control at 67,000. What is it? 330? $67,040 right now. So yeah, that's 67,370 somewhere area right there. And the 1 hour is below the 200 MA, but where's the 2 hour 200? Yeah, and see, remember when I told you when we lose the 1 hour 200, okay? Once you lose this, you can start a short and you can take profits usually at the 200 MA on the 2 hour time frame. That's likely where you're going to go. I teach my students this. They know this. They know this. Okay. Imagine knowing where price is going most of the time based on in the short or long. My students are privy to what's happening and they're pretty fast to the draw. You will be too if you keep it up. First step is to take that class that I teach today. It's up to you. $150 will stay with you for the rest of your life. You could buy a pair of clothes. You can go out to dinner. Do a lot of things with $150. But you could put it right back into yourself and educate yourself. That's investing in yourself. That's how you change the world. So look, the 1 hour is looking absolutely beautiful. You also have some guts to take shots, to take a shot at an online course. Like, you never know what's going to happen, right? Let's look at this 15-minute starting to get very tight. So the 1 hour could stay pinned. And I'd watch this nice, beautiful this flag here for the 15-minute time frame. After that, looks to me like a nasty liquidation to the downside. It's suggesting we may get a move here. So I'd watch this flag on the 15-minute. Again, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I'm just showing you probabilities. And look, there's a shoulder, kind of a head and a right shoulder there, but a little bit of bullish divvy on the 7-minute. Look for the 7-minute to breach the 200 MA. Right now, we're kind of playing on it on the 1 minute. So I'd wait for the 5 or the 7. When the 1 minute's a little too catty around the, you know what I mean? And you have lower volume. Wait for a bigger time frame like the 5. I move up to the 5. You know, when I see a lot of chop, I move up to the 5 when it comes to my model on the 200 MA. So today, you're going to be watching this flag to see if it could break out. And you're going to see if we can get back somewhere to $68,000 for Bitcoin. Ideally, it's likely we just go kind of sideways or maybe get a little bit of spike and head maybe here. I would expect lackluster movement, you know. A lot of Halloween things going on today. People going to parties and all sorts of stuff. I know I am. And it's like a Halloween festival all week long. Someone's got to do something with all those plastic junk that they print every year. I can't believe how much plastic garbage we make. I went into a store the other day. The entire store was just full of plastic garbage. It was supposed to be a farm stand. You know, I went there to get like fresh farm food. I thought it would be like organic farm, you know, and it was full of plastic. I couldn't believe it. I said, this is what's wrong, man. We're using all these holidays in America to print plastic. We're worried about all our kids and all the men have microplastic in there. You know what? And this is why. So Bitcoin suggesting that we dump. They still want 65,000 and they want it now. So the bearish scenario is that you're below the 200 EMA here on this, you know. You fall out of this pattern. Look for the bearish retest. Right here somewhere at about 67,000 to 67K, and then boom. First stop would be 66.2. And then the next stop would be the bottom of this pattern here at about 67,700. So, sorry, 64,700. I mean, this suggests that we could go there. The liquidity takes us all the way right down to about 64.7. You see that? It doesn't mean it's 100%, but just watch your 6. There is some bearish tones here for Bitcoin. If this flag on the 7-minute gets rejected by the 200 MA here in the next 10, 20 minutes, and it looks like it kind of is, you want to see a 7-minute candle close above, and then you want to see a few more close well above this yellow line just to keep the bulls intact here for the day. Otherwise, this could roll over and dump on us to the downside. Your key to today, because we don't know exactly what will happen. Our key to today is to watch. Our key to today is to watch this 7-minute flag here for Bitcoin. Everybody, I'm jumping out to give myself 5 minutes before class. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. May God bless the lifers and everyone that supports this channel. And may you have a wonderful day. May you crush it today. Maybe have blast. Remember, low volume on Saturday. Saturday is usually not your day. Let's take a look at Moonwell. As somebody says, Moonwell is just absolutely kicking butt on Coinbase. I mean, you said it, right? Look at that thing. And it did go parabolic out the flag to the upside as suggested. Made it out the flag that we drew, 58%. And since someone told us about, we've been trading this coin for a while, but it came out on Coinbase. And it's up basically 200% since, October 12th. You're talking 24. I mean, that's amazing. You're talking 14 days. And it's up 191% gains for Moonwell. And Moonwell, look for Moonwell to continue to Moonwell, apparently, into another flag. It looks like it may have some more legs here to the upside. Moonwell banging to the upside. Unbelievable. We see some altcoins moving. When Bitcoin goes sideways, it's good for the altcoins too. So Bitcoin staying sideways, not bad. Let's see if PONKE stayed. What's what PONKE did. So it dipped off the 200 MA on the 4-hour, came right back up though. Interesting. So strange, right? See if you can get back inside this pattern. And then I guess you would erase the fact that it dipped. So crazy. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. May God bless you and your families and everybody here on this beautiful Saturday. And if you want to jump on into class, you can still do that. Hit the QR code. Real quick, let me show it one last time. Hit the QR code right here on the far part. This right here. Hit that QR code. Or the link below. And I'll see you. 3-hour class. It's going to be amazing. And you're going to be left with homework, a PowerPoint, and some sheets to print out that you can keep on your desk. And it'll help you become a better trader, in my humble opinion. So may God bless you all. Thank you for being here. And I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. May God bless my mother and father, Jimmy and Irene, who passed too. In their memory and in their name, I'll teach a great class today. Amen. My mom was a teacher in her name. God bless.